Hey, it's Ellie. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today I am actually doing a speed build challenge, or just a build challenge, I suppose. I didn't have to do it in a speed build form, but I did because I decided to build a whole house. I know people have been doing this black and white challenge like as a let's build instead of as a speed build, but I don't know, I was just feeling like I wanted to take my time and build it, and so I usually try to rush a little more on my let's builds unless I'm reviewing the items like I did in my jungle let's build recently for the apartment, because I took a long time to build that one. But yeah, anyways, I'm doing the black and white challenge and it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I am actually going to do it again. I've decided, because here's the thing. I went easy on myself and I shouldn't have done that. I went with things that I was pretty sure were white or a similar color, tan, and the house came out kind of boring, not gonna lie. I mean, there are some colors, trust me. Trust me, there are some things that I did not mean for them to be that color, but all in all, going for the white stuff is not very fun. So, I'm gonna redo it. I might do it as a let's build this time. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. But when I do it again, I am refusing to pick any color that I think is white. I'm not. All of them are gonna be one of the darker swatches or one of the medium swatches, because you can just tell most of the light swatches, even in the black and white, they are either white or tan. So yeah, I'm kind of doing the outside right now and working on this little roof. I was just feeling this extra roof piece. I don't know why. It serves literally no purpose, but I was liking it, and I wanted to put the bricks above it. And I was really hoping for the blue or the gray of the siding from the Cats and Dogs pack. I knew it came in those colors, but there's also a weird tan color that I don't really care for all that much. There's a dark brown color. I was pretty sure that wasn't this one because there's a darker swatch, but you never know. It could just pop up somewhere. And then I think there's also another weird color of that swatch, but I can't remember. It's like a red, like a really weird burgundy red. But yeah, I'm building a pretty small house, so it didn't take me a ton of time to build it. A little too long for a let's build, I think. It was over like an hour. I don't know how people do their whole house in like 20-minute videos. I know I've seen them cut out some bits, but still, it just seems like, how did you furnish your whole house in that time? It takes me like an hour to furnish. At least 40 minutes. I mean, I guess we're a good quarter of the way through the build now, so a quarter of my time I spent on the outside and the rest the inside. I don't know. People are really good at building, and they're really much faster than I am, that's for sure. I went with this dark floor because I was pretty sure it was brown. I was like 95% sure that it was like a decent dark brown. Thought about, I couldn't decide which Parenthood wall to go with because I was comparing the swatches side by side to see which one was lighter, because I wanted the lighter walls. It has like a darker, less red paneling underneath. Then I know the tan one, there's like a tan and a yellow one that both have more of a red wood, and I knew that wouldn't match very well with my floor that I picked, so yeah, I did some comparing. And then here, I did the whole boring white counters that I knew were white, and the standard colors for any of the appliances are also white. It's pretty easy to tell this one because there's not any other light swatches as far as I can remember. So there's really no guess as to what the color is on these counters. And that's why it's boring, and that's why I'm going to do it again. Because I was hoping those ones were white though. Those are the ones I weren't sure of. But I did know that the checkered ones, the blue checkered ones, come with the white wood swatch. So I was hoping that those ones were the blue checkered ones, because that's the accent color I was kind of trying to use, blue. I knew that one would be hard to pick out, and I didn't really expect it to be anywhere else, but I was hoping that those ones were blue instead of the red checkered pattern, I think it is. I'm not entirely sure now that I think about it. I think they're red. Well, anyway. Here's a small living room. And again, I went for swatches I was pretty sure were white, because I like to be boring. I used this Parenthood chair, which I was hoping to get the white and pink swatch. Now this is the one I wasn't totally sure of. This is one of the only things that I wasn't sure of, because I could not remember if there was another swatch with this, like another color scheme in the same pattern swatch. So that was the only risk I was really taking. Risk in air quotes, because it's not really a risk. If all my other furniture is white, it would match no matter what, but I was just hoping it would all be very white and like pink and that kind of thing. Other than that, I just went for all the things that I knew the color of. I did use this rug, however. I wasn't totally sure on the color, but I was hoping it was like the tan or the blue one. But again, none of those colors are really terrible, and if everything is white, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, that's why this house turned out just fine in the end. Mostly fine. There's a few things that I'm just like, oh, why did that happen? Of course I picked that color. But anyway, the bathroom is pretty simple. I didn't put a shower in. I just felt like using a tub for some reason. I didn't want to put the shower behind the window either, because then it would cover up the window. I hate doing that. I'm so peculiar about my bathrooms and the windows. Like, honestly, I hate putting windows in my bathrooms, but it also looks weird without them. Like, there's always a huge patch of wall on the outside that just doesn't have any windows. It looks weird. I always try to put the plants in this window here, and I always have trouble. I can't even manage to get this one on anywhere, but I forgot I didn't have move objects on, so that was kind of a, oh, no wonder moment. But yeah, I love putting the plants up there. It just looks so cute. Oh, how am I still so far? I have still so long to go in this build. Why? What else did I do? Oh, I did some landscaping. That's right. I'm sure I just put up some decorations too. Oh yeah, the curtains. Ugh. The curtains. I didn't know what color these were. I couldn't tell if they were tan or white. I had literally no idea. So that was that was something I did struggle with. And then, I don't know. See, I'm not even sure what color they actually turned out to be, because the lighting is so weird in the bedroom that it makes the curtains look a completely different color from the ones in the living room. Like, one of them looks very tan and the other one looks really white. I think they turned out to be white, but I can't quite remember. I don't know. I actually didn't narrate over when I went through my build again, so I'm going to be doing that now as well when we get to there. We're not there yet, because I still have some things on the outside to do, and I didn't put like any lighting in the house yet anyway. So yeah, but anyway, once I turn it back to a color screen, then I will walk through the house with you guys. I just did a little camera recording of me painting through so I could look at it. That's the first time that I looked at it in the color as well as I'm painting through, but I just didn't narrate because I didn't feel like it. I think I was watching a movie at the time. I've been watching a lot of movies. I don't know why, I just kind of stopped watching Netflix shows for a while. I don't know. I think they overwhelmed me, to be honest. I have so many shows that I need to catch up on that I'm just like, I can't keep up with it. So I just don't do any of it because that's logical. Anyway, I've been rewatching movies, and that's probably why I didn't want to stop and narrate this while I was building it. To be honest, I built this a while ago, so I'm kind of remembering it as I'm narrating as well, and remembering what was inside, what the actual colors were for a few of these things. But for the most part, all this decor stuff is not really a challenge at all because they don't really have any crazy color swatches for these things. So I mean, yeah, nothing too crazy is gonna happen. I shouldn't have even recorded this, but oh well. I actually really like this house. I might use this house sometime for, I don't know, maybe a single sim. I've been playing random sim games recently. Well, just random sims that I create and play for a little while, so I might use one of these houses because it's not that expensive and it's got a decent amount of space. It would be good for like a couple sim. I don't know why I'm pausing so long here. This is awkward. I'm just staring at this plant now. Why do I always do this and I never watch it through beforehand? I usually would watch it and cut that part out so that it's not just a weird stillness in the video. I think I'm mostly done though with the inside. I put a few skill objects for some reason, even though it's just a challenge house. Oh yeah, just like a painting or two. And then I'm gonna work on the landscaping, which I also did in black and white. That wasn't too crazy though. I mean, you can't really have clashing color of flowers. That doesn't really happen. Gardens are usually any color. I mean, you should definitely have some kind of theme in your garden, or at least I think so. Like, not a theme, but like an order to things. I have an order in my garden. Maybe that's weird. Maybe people just put their garden however they want it. I don't know. I like try to make it so that there's some color here and then some green plants because I have a lot of like low-lying grassy type flowers. I mean, most of them, some of them bloom actually. One or two of them bloom very late in the fall. And then I think there's one in the very early spring too. But I don't know if my garden is going to come alive this year because I did not take very good care of it last summer, and I didn't do anything to it before the winter like I should have, like cut it all down and fix all that. So I might have to redo my garden this year anyway. I have to work on that part, so that part of my house, I mean. So it wouldn't be a terrible thing if I had to redo my garden. But I think some of the plants are going to come back alive because those things are resilient, let me tell you. I don't even know how some of them live for some of these years when I just I didn't even water them for some time and they still managed to live. So like, man, people who say they don't have a green thumb, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing to your plants, but maybe you should just let them be a little more. Anyway, I'm about done. So we're gonna go jump into the color mode in just a minute here once I finish up this landscaping, which is actually pretty good for the most part. I usually hate landscaping, but here we are into the color. I just moved in this random family they are definitely not going to fit in this house. It's a good thing I never actually play in this world because they would be in trouble. But yeah, my house turned out pretty good on the outside. Gray brick, blue siding. That's exactly what I was hoping for. There's a little weird color here with the knives. They ended up green for some reason. The mailbox was in the front of the house. Yep, that's right. And then this is one of the mistakes. These red doors look so awful in there. Just like terrible. But I mean, I got the tan curtains. I got the white and pink chair, the Parenthood chair. That turned out fine. The color was good. That was the color of the wall swatch I was hoping for. Everything really turned out alright. This was another mistake. I also realized from this I had blue windows, so that was great. But red tile, that's not so nice either. It matches the door though, I guess. And then I've ended up with the teal wall and white furniture elsewhere. So yeah, overall turned out pretty well, but like I've said a million times, I'm gonna be redoing this because I want it to actually be fun when I do the reveal and not boring like this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel because I post Sims videos every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!